YouTubers that I like Dan Bell, CJ Faison, Oh My Gosh TV, Franco TV, and the list goes on. Like now you got Josh and Cody doing it. They used to be urban explorers and stuff. Josh used to always, read my comments back to me every time I said something to him. He was a cool guy. It was just um no, no, no. Yeah, Cody was the one that didn't want to like read none of his messages and stuff. He was like antisocial or whatever. Like no matter what you say to him, he still didn't want to reply back to you, which you don't never ever should do to your fans because they the ones that's bringing you the money so you could continue on, doing your content. But a lot of these YouTubers fell off. I don't see Dan Bell doing his thing no more. He used to have the Dirty Room series. Him and the other guy, I forgot his name, and the other guy named Will or whatever. And I understand that he's going through a medical crisis right now. He's dealing with something that's real serious. And it's not me to bring up any of that or what's going on with him. That's something that he had to tell you guys. But I mean, he did videos on it, but it's not my place to tell you. That's him to tell you. And Omar fell off too. I remember the first couple of videos he did that was well, they was kind of cheesy. They didn't they didn't they didn't really stand out as ghost hunting videos at all. Even though that's where he was going at with it, but it seemed like a lot of that stuff was staged in the beginning. But once he started progressing and getting deeper into it, that's when he started really experiencing the real ghost activity in a few of his homes. Because he had a bunch of homes. He throughout the whole channel he kept moving like so he had a bunch of homes. And Dan Bell wasn't a ghost hunter, but he tried it. He tried his hand at it. And a couple of his urban exploring videos, it was kind of like sus. Like you saw like apparitions in it, but he brushed it off as nothing because he wasn't a believer in the beginning. But my first video of Dan Bell that I saw that was like very, very, very incredible was that picture that he took in that abandoned mall with the light coming down from the ceiling and the snow on the ground, and you see all the escalators full with snow. That's an iconic picture. It even made the news. That's what even made me watch it because I saw it on the news, and I had to look it up. I looked up the picture on Google, and then it brought me to YouTube, and then that's when I figured out about Dan Bell, and he was going to old buildings, and he was a brave soul because going in them old dilapidated buildings that could fall apart like at any moment on you and kill you. I had rest in peace to my homeboy Timmy. You know, he passed away in an abandoned building. He fell down an elevator shaft, and this was back in 2002. We went into this abandoned hospital that used to be in Brownsville. It's in Ocean Hills, Brownsville. It was a hospital, St. Mary's Hospital. It's not there no more. And he fell down the elevator shaft and he died. This was in Brooklyn, New York. Read up on it. They tore down the hospital. It was a big hospital too. Don't get me wrong. It was huge. It took up a lot of real estate. But then they built like this gated community over there. Now it really sucks how they did that. It really, really sucks. They could have used that, for more housing for, low income people, but you know how that goes. Gentrification and I ain't gonna even get into that. But and then a lot of his videos I couldn't wait till he post a new video in it. And every time he posts a new video, me and my wife, we would go pop some popcorn and sit there and watch his videos because we love his abandoned videos. His editing is amazing, you know. The sound that he using the dead malls, that old school sound, you know, it's amazing, you know. And then slowly but surely he started like distancing himself from doing, you know, abandoned buildings and dead mall series, and then he focused on the dirty rooms, which was even better because he let the world knows that how these nasty hotels are, that these people don't clean these rooms, they spot clean them, you know, they spray a little chemical here, they only clean what their eyes can see, they don't lift up the mattress, they don't take off the bedspreads, you know, they don't wash the linen, they don't wash the towels, never use them towels in those hotel rooms because you never know what secretions is on them just because they folded it nice. I seen people do some grimy stuff, you know. Even when I went to hotels, my friends did some unthinkable things I'm not going to put out on YouTube, but you know, it's crazy. And they don't check that stuff. They leave it there and then other people put that stuff on their face, you know. That's why I don't use no face cloths or rags or none of that stuff from the hotel. I leave all that stuff there and bring my own towels and stuff, you know. Or what I would do is I use it as a floor mat. I put it on the floor. Cause lately the hospital, the hotels I've been going to, they had the stand up showers that the water runs out into the middle of the floor into a drain. It's weird. I've been recording for 7 minutes now. Um, and that was cool. The Dead Mall series was dope. You know, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And then you know he just slowly disappeared off the map. You know. Then Josh and Cody came in and started doing their thing, and they was real young when they started. I mean, these was little kids. I watched them grow. I watched them grow up to grown men because they was babies when they was doing this, and they had a lot of ghost hunting encounters too, and they brushed it off as homeless people being in these buildings. Like the video of, I don't know if it's that video of theirs where it was a wheelchair that was in the middle of the floor, and then when they came back, the wheelchair was against the wall, like neatly folded up and against the wall. It was some weird thing, and they was like, "Wasn't that thing the same?" Nah. But they still continue on going in these buildings doing this. And I love that stuff, you know. And then a lot of them is slowing down. Now Josh and Cody doing ghost hunting stuff that they really didn't want to focus their mind on, but now they doing it now. They're going overseas and doing it. You know, it's cool that they doing that, you know. It's real cool. These are my favorite YouTubers. And then you got CJ Faison. I was off and on with him because some of his stuff seemed kind of like sus, like kind of fake, I think, because the way it's projected, the way it's edited, it seems like it's, you know, staged a little bit. But it's entertaining to watch these videos, you know. It's really entertaining. This is the new norm now. I mean, regular TV and cable TV is getting phased out now. This is the new norm now for us, you know. No shade to these people. I just want them to just put out some incredible content, you know. Just put out more content. I know it costs money. Travel costs money. The way gas prices is today, I don't blame you if you don't go out there now. But, you know, when you get a chance, put some new content out. We want to see some new stuff. Stop it with the random Nautica stuff, please. It's corny, it's whack, and it don't get you nowhere. It leads you to, it's people on the dark web that's sending you into areas that could potentially get you in trouble. Say for instance, you go and find a body, and you see it wrapped under something. You thinking that it's just some clothes under there, and then you go touch it. The police come, they analyze it, they see your fingerprints on it. What you think they're gonna do? They're gonna, even though you got camera footage of you, coming up on this stuff, they still gonna think you had something to do with it. So leave that shit alone. Don't mess with that. Don't put yourself in a predicament you can't get yourself out of. But that's just my story on my favorite YouTubers.